Welcome, deep divers, to another exploration here on the Deep Dive.
Great to be diving in again.
Today, we're setting our sights on a place that, well, it holds centuries of stories, really rich culture, and just an extraordinary spirit, Jaffna.
Jaffna,
Yeah.
the northern peninsula, Sri Lanka.
Exactly. We've meticulously combed through our sources, articles, historical accounts, travelogues, to bring you more than just a standard tour. Our mission is really to cut through the noise, give you a shortcut to the profound insights, those surprising nuggets that truly define Jaffna.
Get right to the heart of it.
Yeah. Okay, let's unpack this and discover what makes this region so compelling.
And what's fascinating here is that Jaffna's narrative isn't simply, a list of places on a map. It genuinely unfolds like a timeless epic.
That's a great way to put it.
It's this profound tapestry woven from history, enduring culture, and the heartfelt connections you actually encounter there. So our goal for this deep dive is precisely that: to extract the most important insights from these materials, offering you a, let's say, nuanced understanding of Jaffna's unique spirit and its significance, especially now as it reemerges.
That's the perfect framing. So let's begin our journey, maybe at the spiritual heart of Jaffna.
Makes sense?
Okay, imagine this with me.
To paradise in my eyes. Today, we begin an unforgettable journey into the sacred heart of Jaffna, where tradition, faith, and culture come alive. This is the Nalakandaswamy Koval Festival, a celebration of devotion that has inspired millions for centuries. Stay with me as we explore the rituals, the colors, the music, and the timeless spirit of this sacred land.
On this gentle boat journey, across these shimmering waters, heading towards the serene island of Nanativu. You feel the rhythmic lapping of waves against the hull, that cool sea breeze. It's more than just a ferry ride. It really feels like a genuine pilgrimage.
It does, because in a way, it is.
Yeah, because this is the home of the Nagadipa Puranaviharaya, also known as Nagavihara.
Indeed. And what's often sort of overlooked about Nagadipa Puranaviharaya, beyond that tangible aura of peace you mentioned, is its unique position. It's a site revered by both Sinhalese Buddhists and local Tamil communities.
Ah, interesting.
It's one of the very few places where Lord Buddha is believed to have visited, making it deeply sacred for Buddhists all over Sri Lanka.
Right.
Yet, the island itself, Nanativu, has these long-standing ties to local Tamil folklore and history, too.
So it's shared ground, in a sense.
Exactly. This shared, often complex history makes Nagadipa a potent symbol. It can represent potential unity or, sometimes differing narratives depending on whose perspective you explore. It's a really powerful illustration of the deep intersecting roots of spirituality in this region.
That adds such an important layer, doesn't it, to that spiritual landscape.
Right.
So from that ancient Buddhist root, if we follow that thread of profound devotion,
Where do we go next?
we arrive at Nalur.
The clanging of temple bells, the fragrance of the flowers offered, and just the palpable sincerity of the worshipers. It's quite moving.
Yeah.
But here's maybe a deeper insight into Nellore. The grand annual festival, especially the Thur or Chariot Festival.
Okay, I've read about that.
It isn't just a vibrant display of faith, though it is that. It's also a living example of a deeply hierarchical social structure.
Oh, okay. How so?
Well, the specific roles, often hereditary, designated for different rituals, these highlight the intricate social order that has, persisted in Jaffna's Tamil community for centuries.
Right. That's quite something to consider amidst the devotion.
It's a fascinating and sometimes, let's be honest, challenging window into cultural anthropology and the enduring traditions that shape community life here.
That's a powerful and often unstated truth about such grand spiritual events. Does that intricate social structure you mentioned still play a visible role in the daily life surrounding the temple, outside of the big festivals?
That's an excellent question. While some aspects are definitely less overtly displayed in daily interactions, the deep respect for tradition, for ritual purity, and those community roles, it remains very much part of the cultural fabric.
So it's still there, subtly.
You'll see it, yeah. In the meticulous upkeep of the temple, the adherence to dress codes, the respectful demeanor of devotees, it speaks to a community that really values its heritage, even as it navigates, a changing world.
And the spiritual journey in Jaffna just keeps unfolding. From Nellore, we can shift to another profoundly spiritual site, one that connects Sri Lanka directly back to India, the Dambakolapatuna Sangamita Temple.
Ah, yes, the arrival point.
Exactly. The legend here is truly captivating. It's believed that Theri Sangamita, Emperor Ashoka's daughter, arrived at this very port, carrying the sacred Bodhi sapling from India. The very cutting that, ultimately birthed the Sri Mahabodhi in Anuradhapura.
It really is like standing where history was quite literally planted. It gives you chills almost.
Totally.
This coastal temple, you picture it surrounded by swaying palm trees, the gentle sound of the sea. It just offers this profound sense of serenity.
It sounds peaceful.
It underscores the ancient roots of Buddhism in Sri Lanka, marking the precise point where it's said to have first taken hold. So these three sites, Negadipa, Nellore, and Dambakolapatuna, they collectively demonstrate not just Jaffna's spiritual diversity,
Right, the different faiths.
but how these enduring faiths have shaped the very identity and, importantly, the resilience of its people for millennia. They are like pillars of this vibrant cultural landscape.
Okay, so from these ancient spiritual foundations, let's move to a place that tells a very different, yet equally vital part of Jaffna's story. Elephant Pass.
Ah, Elephant Pass. Very different energy.
Very different. This isn't just geography. It's a narrow land bridge, strategically connecting the northern peninsula to the rest of Sri Lanka.
The gateway, essentially.
Exactly. And what's critical about Elephant Pass isn't just its location, though that's key. It's the crucible it became during the civil conflict. It really shaped the course of history for the whole nation.
Precisely. Elephant Pass, it's more than just a battlefield, though it was certainly that. It represents a geographical choke point. Its strategic importance has echoed through Sri Lankan history for ages, ancient kingdoms, right up to the recent conflict.
You have to understand the geography to get its importance.
Absolutely. Understanding its topography, that narrow strip of land, flanked by water on both sides, is key to grasping why controlling this land bridge has always meant, effectively, controlling the entire northern peninsula.
Right.
So today, it stands as this, poignant reminder of Sri Lanka's journey toward reconciliation. There's a nearby monument that tells a story not just of war, but also of healing and unity.
A symbol of resilience.
It's a physical manifestation of resilience, definitely. It invites reflection on the future, but always with that historical weight underfoot. You feel it there.
That historical weight is palpable. Given its past, as such a critical strategic point, how tangible is that sense of unity and reconciliation at Elephant Pass today? Especially for visitors, maybe from different parts of the island or internationally?
It's a complex landscape. While the monument explicitly champions unity, for many people, the memories of the struggle remain incredibly vivid.
Understandable.
So what you observe are different layers of interpretation. For some, it's a symbol of overcoming. For others, a stark reminder of sacrifice. The tangible signs are often subtle. You might pick them up in conversations with locals or just in the way history is discussed or sometimes not discussed. It's a continuous process, this national healing. And the physical space itself becomes a sort of focal point for that ongoing dialogue and hopefully understanding.
And speaking of that incredible journey of rebuilding and resilience, the story of the Jaffna Public Library.
Wow. Ugh. The library. A powerful symbol.
It stands as such a testament to the community's unwavering commitment to knowledge, to its own heritage. This isn't just a building, it's truly majestic. Tragically burned down during the conflict, as many know.
A terrible loss.
It now stands beautifully restored, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Walking through its halls, you can almost feel the quiet strength of its purpose.
It absolutely is a beacon of hope and just a profound testament to the unbreakable spirit of the Jaffna people.
Truly.
The library's restoration reminds us, doesn't it, that it's not just about preserving books, as important as that is.
It's more than that.
It's about safeguarding heritage, truth, the fundamental right to learn and access information. It signifies a community's determination to rebuild, not just structures, but the very foundations of its intellectual and cultural life. It provides this vital space for future generations to connect with their past and, build their future.
It's incredible to think of a library as such a potent symbol of defiance and hope. How does it actually function as a community hub today, beyond just housing books? Does its history give it a unique role in maybe fostering dialogue or cultural activities?
It certainly does. The library has become a really vibrant center for community engagement.
That's great.
Yeah, beyond just lending books, it hosts cultural events, educational programs. It provides a quiet space for students, for researchers. Its history infuses it with this unique gravitas, you know? It makes it a place where people of all ages come, not just for information, but for a sense of continuity, of shared identity.
Yeah.
It's actively contributing to the region's intellectual and social revival.
Okay, from the sort of historical way to the mainland, let's
Yeah.
swing into something completely different. Truly adventurous.
Yeah.
A full-day trip to Delft Island.
Nadantivu.
Yeah, Nativu. The ferry ride itself across the open sea, it's exhilarating. It feels like a journey into another world almost.
It really does.
And when you arrive, the island just welcomes you with this wild, untouched beauty. It's unlike anywhere else I've read about in Sri Lanka.
It truly is an island of captivating contrasts. It blends these unique historical elements with incredible natural wonders. As you wander, you'll discover, for instance, Dutch fort ruins.
Right.
What's remarkable is their unique construction built from coral.
Coral, wow.
Yeah, which speaks to both, resourcefulness and maybe vulnerability, using local materials, but reflecting that European military architecture.
Fascinating.
Then there's the famous baobab tree. Gigantic thing.
The giant tree, yes.
Its presence, alongside those wild ponies you see roaming freely, it isn't just vague colonial influence.
Okay.
It's actually a rare ecological marker of ancient trade routes and, specifically, Portuguese seafaring. These trees were often carried as provisions on ships.
No way.
Yeah. So if we connect this to the bigger picture, it reveals a much wider historical tapestry woven into Delft's landscape than just the Dutch influence.
That's amazing.
And those ponies, by the way, they are direct descendants of horses left behind by those very colonial forces. You can almost picture them.
Laughs, standing around looking confused.
Exactly. Maybe with tiny imaginary monocles complaining about the lack of proper oats.
My laughs, tiny monocles. That's a brilliant image. It really paints a picture of history just showing up in the most unexpected ways.
What about other features there, like the growing stone or the Queen's Tower? Do they tie into this layered history too?
Absolutely. The growing stone is this really fascinating natural phenomenon. Basically a coral formation that slowly increases in size over time, created through local folklore, adding another layer. And Queen's Tower, this curious sort of somewhat decrepit structure, adds another layer of mystery. Local tales often associated with the Portuguese or the Dutch.
Right. So all these elements, the coral walls, the unique flora, the remnants of various colonial powers, they offer these unique glimpses into the island's really rich and layered past. It truly feels like stepping into a forgotten chapter of history where every corner whispers a different story.
Wow. Okay, after all that island adventure, let's bring you, the listener, back to the heart of the region with a vibrant Jaffna City tour.
Back to the city buzz.
Yeah, imagine yourself strolling through streets just alive with colors, aromas, a pulsating culture. You explore the historic Jaffna Fort, which has seen so much.
Centuries of history within those walls.
Within its imposing walls. And then walking along Point Pedro, which is incredibly significant as Sri Lanka's northernmost point.
And what's fascinating here, I think, is how the city tour immerses you directly in the local experience. The markets, for instance.
Ooh, the markets.
They're just a riot of unique northern produce. You'll see dry fish and especially palmyra sweets.
Palmyra. Tell me about those.
They're made from the sap of the palmyra palm. They have this distinctive sort of caramelized sweetness that's really unique to this region. Plus, you find intricate local handicrafts.
Sounds delicious and beautiful.
It is. But beyond the sights and sounds, really it's the warmth of the people, the unhurried rhythm of life, and the deep traditions you feel in every corner that truly make the city feel so welcoming and alive.
Yeah.
It connects right back to that deep cultural richness we talked about earlier. It makes it palpable, present in everyday life. It's a testament to how the community is actively rebuilding its vibrant present.
It sounds like the city itself is almost a living museum, brimming with these everyday cultural practices. How do these vibrant streets and markets serve as like the beating heart of the community's daily life? And importantly, its ongoing recovery and cultural expression after the conflict.
Oh, they are absolutely central. The markets are not just places of commerce, they are vital social spaces. This is where community ties are reinforced daily.
Right, the social aspect.
Yeah, and they represent the economic engine of the city, too, demonstrating the entrepreneurial spirit of its people, the everyday interactions, the sharing of stories, the continuation of traditional crafts and culinary practices. All these contribute to a profound sense of normalcy and continuity.
Which must be so important.
Crucial for healing and rebuilding.
Yeah.
It shows a community not just surviving, but actually thriving and celebrating its unique identity.
That sense of community, that human spirit, that's really what elevates a trip beyond just sightseeing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
While the destinations themselves were, remarkable, what etched this journey deep into the heart based on the accounts we read were the countless interactions.
The people.
The warmth, the sheer generosity, the kindness, the enthusiasm, the genuine companionship of the people encountered. It's those human connections that truly transform a tour into something deeply personal and unforgettable.
Precisely. The landmarks we've discussed are powerful, absolutely. But it's the personal connections that create those lasting memories, foster new friendships, and ignite a renewed appreciation for Sri Lanka's cultural richness, its unity and diversity. This aspect in particular really speaks to how beauty, peace, and humanity can blossom again, even in places once marked by profound conflict.
That's beautiful.
It highlights how the collective spirit of a people can imbue a landscape with this unique energy and a profound message of hope.
So as we reflect on this incredible deep dive into Jaffna's, complex history, its vibrant spirituality, its resilient present, there's a definite feeling that Jaffna is no longer just a place on the map.
No, it gets under your skin.
It truly becomes a part of you. It's a chapter of discovery, emotion, and deep connection that seems to stay with you long after the journey ends, even just reading about it.
And this raises an important question, perhaps, for us to ponder and for you, the listener, to think about. What does it truly mean for a place, once deeply scarred by conflict and division, to redefine itself, not just through its painstakingly restored landmarks, but through the enduring spirit, the daily actions, the collective unity of its people?
That's a deep question.
How do cultural traditions, acts of resilience, and just the sheer warmth of human connection actually transform a landscape, making it not just a future possibilities? The story of Jaffna, I think, is a powerful testament to that very process.
A powerful thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this incredible deep dive. We hope you carry Jaffna's spirit in your hearts always.